This video is going to walk you through how to install a set of SideArm rod holders on your center console. Before we jump into the installation, you may download the instruction manual from the SideArm website, which will cover everything you need to know about your SideArm rod holders, including installation and product dimensions. Also, you may download and print the installation template from the website, which is used for marking the hole locations prior to drilling. Like most hardware installations, the first thing you want to do is some simple planning. For SideArms, this is just knowing how many you want to install and what spacing you prefer. The main thing to consider for spacing is what type of rod and reels you are most likely to store, and then make sure you leave enough room between each SideArm. You can simply set the SideArms on your deck and try different spacing combinations until you are satisfied. Once you have your desired layout and spacing, the installation is pretty straightforward. Cut out the mounting template that was included with your SideArm purchase, or that you downloaded from the SideArm website. If you are printing the template on your own, you want to make sure it's printed with no scaling, and verify the dimensions once it's printed. Next, we are ready to lay out and mark the SideArm locations. Here you will put painter's tape or masking tape along the console wall in the area that the SideArms will be mounted. The bottom side of the SideArm base needs to be raised 2 3/4 inches above the deck. This ensures that the SideArm will not interfere with the deck while operating. An easy way to do this is to simply cut a scrap piece of 2x4 to 2 3/4 inches long. We will then use this to hold the SideArm in place while we mark its location against the console. Holding the SideArm in the right location, just mark the top and the sides using a pen or marker. Do this for all the SideArms you are going to install. Once you have your SideArm outlined, take the installation template and align it with your marks and tape it in place. One thing to note is to make sure the up mark on the template is aligned with the top. Repeat this step until all the templates are taped in place. From here, there are basically 2 types of installation methods. The first type is the through bolt method using either backing plates or oversized washers. The second type is the screw-in method using wood screws. For this video, we are using the through bolt method with backing plates. Before any drilling, you want to make sure that there are no obstructions on the other side of the console wall, like wires, components, or any other items. Once verified that there are no obstructions, the next step is to drill small pilot holes through to the other side of the console wall. Use the mounting template to align the drill and pay attention to drill the pilot holes as straight as possible. Do this for all the required holes. Once the pilot holes are drilled, you can remove the mounting templates. The next step is to drill the through holes. For this, we are using a 7/32 drill bit. Align the drill with the pilot hole. It is best to first run the drill backwards to cut through the gel coat. This is to prevent the drill from chipping or creating cracks in the gel coat. Stop the drill when it has broken through the gel coat. You want to do this to the gel coat on the inside of the console wall as well. Repeat this for all the holes. This will give nice clean holes without gel coat chips or cracks. With the gel coat opened up, you can now run the drill forward all the way through, keeping the drill straight and aligned with the pilot hole. Repeat this for all the required holes. With the holes drilled, it is now time to install the SideArms. You want to use quality stainless steel hardware, screws, washers, and lock nuts. Additionally, it is generally a good practice to seal the screw holes. We are using Boat Life Life Seal caulk here, but any quality silicone would work. We just want to seal the holes. Once the caulk has been applied to the holes, simply put the screws through the side arms and through the console wall. You can either use backing plates like we are doing here, or just oversized washers. Once in place, put on the lock nuts. Have someone hold the screws in place while you tighten the nuts. Repeat for all of your side arms and the installation is complete. You are now ready to start using and enjoying your sidearm rod holders. As shown, through bolting is a simple and easy way to mount your sidearms. However, through bolting may not always be feasible depending on your particular installation. Another way to securely mount your sidearms is with regular wood screws. For this mounting method, you would follow the same procedure as outlined, but instead of drilling the 7/32 inch through hole, you would use the appropriate drill size for your screw diameter and thread. Follow standard practices for drilling and installing screws in fiberglass. Another thing that will be different is that you should use a bedding compound, like 3M 4200 for the screws, and also the back of the sidearm base. This will aid in sidearms being firmly in place using the screw and bedding compound. We would not recommend using 5200 since it is considered permanent.